We love stories about people who never gave up. The athlete who trained through pain. The entrepreneur who failed 10 times before striking gold. The student who studied every night to change their life. We hear these stories and think, that's what success is, never quitting. But what if that's only half the truth? What if sometimes the bravest thing isn't to keep pushing, but to let go? Psychologist Angela Duckworth popularized the term grit, the blend of passion and perseverance toward long-term goals. Her research found that grit predicts success, even more than talent or IQ in some cases. So yes, grit matters. It helps us survive tough times. It gives meaning to effort. It teaches resilience. But science, as always, adds layers to the story. The hidden side of grit. Researchers later discovered something interesting. Grit can become dangerous when it turns into stubborn persistence. When you stay in a toxic job just to prove your strength, when you chase a dream that's destroying your health or relationships, when your self-worth becomes tied to not quitting, even when the cost is your peace of mind. Science calls this the escalation of commitment, a psychological trap where we double down on failure because we've already invested so much. That's not grit anymore. That's self-destruction disguised as discipline. So how do you know when to keep going and when to walk away? Here's what science and experience suggest. Real grit isn't about endless effort. It's about purposeful effort. You're not meant to grind until you collapse. You're meant to grow. If a goal no longer aligns with your values or costs your health, your family, your joy, it's okay to stop, because quitting one thing often means starting something better. Practical science segment. Neuroscience supports this. Chronic over-persistence raises cortisol, your stress hormone, which harms memory, focus, and even immune function. Meanwhile, studies on self-compassion by Dr. Kristen Neff show that people who treat themselves kindly bounce back faster after failure. So maybe real grit isn't never give up. Maybe it's learn, adapt, and keep your heart soft while your mind stays strong. If you've ever felt tired of chasing success, this part is for you. You are not weak for resting. You are not lazy for rethinking your path. And you're not a failure if you decide to change direction. So next time you hear never give up, remember, grit without wisdom is just suffering. Be strong, be smart, be kind to yourself, because sometimes letting go isn't giving up, it's growing up. In the next episode, we'll look at the habit everyone talks about, the 5 a.m. club. Does waking up early actually make you successful or just sleep deprived? Subscribe for the next science-based truth.